What's up, guys? This is Lisa of Borderlands Bakery, also the owner of My Custom Bakes. And today I'm going to go over the direct checkout functionality that we've added to My Custom Bakes. If you're new here and you don't know what My Custom Bakes is, I've linked our overview video for you down below. Check that out. Basically, it's a custom order management tool for people who do custom baked goods or like charcuterie boards or anything like that. We make your lives a little bit easier with the order management part of the business. A huge thanks, first of all, to the 900 plus of you who've signed up for My Custom Bakes so far. It's December 16th, 2021, and we've only been open for a couple of weeks, so thank you. We appreciate and love hearing all of the feedback, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and we plan to continue improving on the product. By the time March 2022 rolls around, it'll be Reno CookieCon. The product should be in a much better place than it is today. So at this time, let's jump directly into the new direct checkout functionality. This is something that will allow you to skip the quoting process. So if you're not doing like a custom order that requires a quote and an approval, this is the workflow that you'll have to follow. That your clients can directly check out after adding a product to their cart. So it'll also work well for pre-orders or pre-sales. In the future, we do plan to have a specific pre-sale functionality, but for now, by allowing direct checkout for certain products, you're able to have that functionality without having to have a separate pre-sale module. A couple of things to keep in mind when it comes to availability and selecting delivery dates when it comes to direct checkout items. Today, you have to set up your lead time, how much time you need in order to even accept an order. So a lot of people set 2 weeks. Now, if you're going to do a pre-sale within that 2 weeks, you need to go into your availability and shorten that lead time. Otherwise, it'll show as blocked on your calendar and you can't accept orders during that time. So make sure your lead time is accurate and that it accommodates whatever pre-sales that you might be having. If your next pre-sale is only in 7 days and your lead time is 14 days, that's not going to work out. So I say just temporarily set your lead time to like only a couple of days. I'm going to be switching to a view where I share my screen with you so that I can walk you through how to set up your listings for direct checkout. And I'm also going to suggest how I would go about pre-sales using the functionality right now. Again, keep in mind as we move forward, in the coming months, we are developing a pre-sale module for you guys, so hang tight for that. All right, friends, so this is how direct checkout works. It's actually very simple, and it's kind of built into when you set up your products. I've set up 3 products here, and I actually did it kind of as a pre-sale because I know most of you are going to want to use direct checkout for pre-sales and not for custom orders. So let's start with a simple item first. We are doing like a dozen drop cookies, for example. I created a product type called pre-sale for December 18th, 2021 pickup. So that means everything that I put under this category is going to show up in that category of the products in my shop. This one is super simple. It's got a fixed price. I need you to minimally order 2 dozen. I am going to have a cap on how much I will be able to make for that day. And then I enable direct checkout. This is the new guy. If you have it this way, grayed out, it's not enabled. If it's dark, it is enabled. And if you need help, you can always check out these tool tips. I don't have any other product specifications because I'm not allowing people to customize this product. This is the most simple version of a direct checkout product that you can have. I will save that. So let's level up a little bit and look at something slightly more complicated. This is another pre-sale item. It's 1 dozen minis. I put in a more detailed product description for this one so you have an idea of what we should really be putting together when it comes to verbiage. You want to make sure your clients have all the details of a product so they can make a good decision when they're buying. I give you examples of things that you might want to consider talking about. Keep in mind that when you allow somebody to purchase a direct checkout item, you are still responsible for getting in touch with your client to coordinate the final pickup location, address, and time. Use the chat functionality in My Custom Bakes to help you with that. Images, fixed type product. We are not allowing variable price product to be part of direct checkout because it gets very complicated because there are different combinations that we will need to consider. If there's a lot of need for a variable priced direct checkout items, let us know, support@mycustombakes.com, and we'll add it to our list to prioritize for a future release. We have minimum quantities, maximum quantities, and I enabled direct checkout for this one as well. And finally, I've got a third product, and this one requires a little bit of customization. So again, it's under the same category as a pre-sale. This is just how I choose to do it, but you can just, suppose you just want to be able to sell people stuff, directly check out and have them select a date for it based on your availability. That's cool. Go ahead and do that. For this example, I'm working it like a pre-sale. Again, all the details, how it's packaged, what the flavor is, sizing, whatever you need, pricing, quantity, checkout. I have direct. Oh, sorry, it timed out. My bad. It timed out, so I'm logged back in. Here I've got the direct checkout enabled. The biggest difference with this product is I require you to customize what you want. So in case you haven't seen this before, hopefully you have, you can add any kind of specifications you want to customize your products. We've got popular specifications here, but you can also create your own based on text, numbers, single selects, multiple selects, or file attachments in case you need people to give you design inspiration, right? But I used a text customization field. So basically I'm telling people, asking people, not telling people, tell me what you want me to put on your stocking. Tell us what you want us to write on your stocking. Confirm, hit save. And then all your products are going to be able to be viewed under the product section of your shop. And you can scroll down to whatever category it is that you've created for your direct checkout items. You can have them just kind of embedded into your other products if that's how your business works, or if you have specific pre-sales, I suggest making a category for your pre-sales to reduce any confusion. Now, if I want to add like a dozen minis to my cart, it's very easy. Direct checkout available, add to cart. I'm going to add 1 dozen. Notice I also have custom products in here. When you mix direct checkout and custom products, we force you into the quote request workflow because we don't want you to accidentally miss anything. That means if your clients have any custom required, quoting required products in their cart, we suggest you train your clients to check out separately for them so that one batch of products can go through the quoting process and the other batch of products can just go to direct checkout. Let's close out of that. I am going to go back to the cart and remove my custom items for now. Boop. And then only put in my direct checkout items. So say I want a custom stocking. You also get the product details where it says direct checkout is available. I'm going to add this to the cart, except you can't, because I marked this as a required field to be completed, the client cannot check out until they fill this out. So I'm going to ask for 2 cookies, and it's Brian and Lisa. The client will hit checkout and they will go through the normal e-commerce checkout process that we are all very familiar with, get an email confirmation, etc. Here's where it's different from how My Custom Bakes works today. In the old My Custom Bakes, we had a quoting process for every single order. That quote would end up in your quotes dashboard. Right, so you'd get quotes. If a client places a direct checkout order, their order, after they pay and check out, it's going to automatically become an order, not a quote. So you don't have to worry about that at all. And that in that way, it supports the pre-sale concept. Now, we are looking into creating a separate pre-sale module to make that process even better for you in the future. But for now, this should pretty much get us there as far as direct checkout and pre-sales go. So that's all the functionality there is. Let's reiterate really quick. If you have a pre-sale or a direct checkout item, you need to verify you need to double check your lead time to make sure that you're not setting a time that you're like not available for, or your lead time is not so long that people can't select that as a delivery date when they check out for your direct checkout items. So I would just suggest putting your lead time really, really short if you have a pre-sale, and then just kind of disabling the other custom stuff if you are filled up on custom stuff in the interim. In the future, that's why we kind of want to have a pre-sale module, is so that you don't have to do all these things to make your availability for custom orders work around your pre-sales. Hopefully that makes sense. The other thing is we only do fixed pricing for direct checkout items, and to make sure that you add any customizations you need to all your direct checkout items. And your clients get to skip the quoting process. So hopefully that was a good overview, very quick again, keeping it short and sweet. If you have any questions or comments, reach out to us, support@mycustombakes.com. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and being a part of this whole vision of making our lives a little bit easier, one tool at a time. I will see you on the gram. Bye, guys.